Hello everyone, my name is Wardland and welcome to a very special video for me. Today I'm going to be tier listing the first album I ever listened to. The album that made me fall in love with music, Sour by Olivia Rodrigo, which on the day I'm recording this turns 5 years old. Do you know how crazy that is? Like, I've been in Livy for 4 years, to the month actually. Time is moving way too fast. And now it's just another single coming out tomorrow. Okay, I'm not gonna yap for too long, but I am so ridiculously excited that my friends are starting to become concerned. But that's okay. They don't know. They don't understand it. Okay, but I will save the story of my first listen to the album for a little bit later because I'm desperate to start talking about and cherishing this beautiful piece of art. But firstly, I need to say that I'm going to feel bad about not putting every single one of these songs at number one, but sadly, that's literally just not how it works. Logically, that's not possible. So please don't kill me for what I'm about to do. But Favorite Crime is my least favorite song on this album. Now, don't get me wrong, I absolutely adore this song, but for the longest time I genuinely just didn't like it. Like I would skip this song, I would not add it to any of my playlists. I don't know what the hell was wrong with me, but luckily I snapped out of whatever was wrong with me, and now I can see how amazing this song is. Oh, So the way this tier list is going to work, I'm going to put two songs in each of these categories, which makes eight, and then my top three songs go in here, which makes all 11 songs of the album. Tears go The Holes in My Butterfly Wings, which were my favorite lyrics ever. I'm in La 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 Love, so American. It cuts right through to my heart from Scared of My Guitar, and I might drop dead. Can we talk about Drop Dead? No, we're not going to talk about it. But Drop Dead is one of my favorite songs ever. Like, I've streamed it over 150 times easily. And then the top category, My Teenage Dream. This is just so epic. Sour is 5 years old. What? That's simply not true. I can't believe it. But back to Favorite Crime. The way the acoustic guitar stands out and the chorus and the production are so damn good. Like, calling it my least favorite song on the album feels so wrong. But the fact that that is true is honestly just a testament to how amazing and beautiful this album is. I would like to apologize to Favorite Crime just in general for spending like 2 years of my life not listening to it, which is honestly a big enough punishment to myself because this song is epic, man. I know it's a lot of people's favorites and it's very relatable to them. It has 1.5 billion streams for a reason. It is track 10 and it just casually has over 1.5 billion streams, which 7 out of the 11 songs of the album have over a billion streams, right? Brutal, Traitor, Favorite Crime, Driver's License, Deja Vu, Good For You, Happier, and Jealousy, Jealousy. She's in a different stratosphere. It's crazy. But moving on, number 10 for me is Enough For You, which I think is her favorite song on the album. I'm not quite sure, but I'm pretty sure. But it's another song with an extremely powerful acoustic guitar, which she wrote all by herself as well. I was checking some of the stuff while I was making this video. But she wrote the song all by herself when she was about my age, which is honestly embarrassing for me. I need to start doing something with my life. Because if she's writing such sensational songs and I am struggling to do well in biology, I need to get something straight. But moving on, the song is so emotional, and honestly, it just hits like a truck every single time you hear it. I even have the lyric "stupid, emotional, obsessive little me" printed on my wall. I'm currently staring at it. It's a very cool poster. I love it. But wow, the way it turns around at the end, like that moment of self worth that she seems to discover on the, and it's just overall a beautiful song. Like some of these lines, like by themselves, you could leave them as standalone lines and they would speak 1,000 words. Like the lyricism on this song is so damn good. Like, I don't want your sympathy, I just want myself back. What? You couldn't have cared less about someone who loved you. Like that is the problem with people, honestly. How can you be doing this to Don't you think I love you too much to be used and discarded? That feels like you're taking a jackhammer and putting it onto my sternum and just going straight to my heart, because that hurts. Like, it makes you want to tattoo the entire thing onto your heart directly. Like, you want that on there forever. Because it's so emotive and expressive. It's a genuine, beautiful piece of work. Moving up a category to I'm in la 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 love. So American's a beautiful song. I will definitely be doing a Guts tier list after this, considering that 3 of the 5 categories here take inspiration from Guts lyrics, and I love Guts so much. But if I keep yapping about random other things, and this video is going to be an hour and a half long. So let's go on to number 9, Deja Vu. As you can probably tell from the position of this track, which is over 2 billion streams, the margins for this tier list are razor thin. Like, it took me a long time to figure out what I'm gonna put where, because this could have easily been there or there, and this could have been there. It's just so close. It's ridiculous how good each of these songs are. It's just 11 songs after each other. All of them are so good. But I don't even know where to start with this one. I mean, it is one out of the 4 songs in this album with over 2 billion streams. Like, there's 4. What? But I'm getting distracted again. Let's not do that. I probably don't even have to say much about it, because Deja Vu is undoubtedly one of the most iconic songs in recent history. Like, on TikTok, on everything, the song is just so iconic and known. Like, I adore this song. Like, the little detail which says I love you in between the chorus and the verse of the saying I love you in between the chorus and the verse. That's so cute. And that synth or whatever, I don't know much about music, but that whatever instrument that is, that like it sounds like a siren over and over, like duh, like it alters something in your brain chemistry, because it just, the whole song feels surreal, just like the experience of this guy moving on or someone who, like, you feel is just like you. Like, what the hell is going on? Like, it feels like you're in a different world when you listen to the song. But it is so iconic. I'm running out of words. And then you combine it with a bridge that mentions every single aspect from the verse, the piano, the jokes, the strawberry ice cream, the jackets, everything. It's strong enough to move mountains. And putting all of that together, you get the absolute godsend of a song that is Deja Vu by Olivia Rodrigo. Damn, I love each of these songs more than I love, what do I love, myself. Honest, they're just amazing. I would sacrifice myself for this album just so other people could get to hear it. It's just so good. But number 8, One Step Forward and 3 Steps Back. Now, whenever I think of Sour, like, as an album, this is the song that I feel represents it best. Like, the concept of Sour and everything that comes with this song, I feel like encapsulates that perfectly. Moreover, it inter- interpolates, I think that's how you pronounce it, like, it samples my favorite song on Reputation by Taylor Swift, New Year's Day, which, so whenever I hear it, my, like, head cocks to the side, I'm like, wait, what is going on? Because, not gonna lie, New Year's Day is a traumatic level song. Like, that thing is cataclysmic. I don't recommend listening to it for your own sanity, but I love it so. It's such a brilliant song. But that's a very long story I'm not going to get into now. The entire thing of it's always 1 step forward and 3 steps back. It's just so very real, and of course very depressing that this is a thing. Like, you can try your hardest, you can give everything, but it just doesn't work. You go 1 step forward and you go back. You're literally never going to get forward, because every time you go 2 back. Like, it just feels like hell in a song. But a little bit more lighthearted thing I think about whenever I hear this song is a video I saw a couple of years ago from the Sour Tour, which I would have sold my firstborn to go to. Where Olivia is singing the outro with "I'd leave you, but the roller co-" and then the crowd just starts singing the wrong lyrics, and she's like giggling out of her mind, like she's she's very amused by this. And then another video where they get it right, and she's just standing there like a proud teacher, moving her hands like, yes, continue. Like a parent, just like, yes, you're doing so good, continue. It's just so amazing, and I love one of the things I love about music is the community around these artists, and like I feel like I can trust these fans, like hundreds of millions of random people. I feel like I can trust them because it genuinely is a community. Like Lovies, the Swifties, Carpenters, whatever the hell you call Gracie Abrams fans, I still don't know. But I will also be doing a Secret of Us tier list because I love the Secret of Us, and also I'm gonna stop talking. But Daughter from Hell is coming out in less than 2 months, and I'm yapping again, so I'm gonna shut up. Sorry. So that's a topic for another video. But moving up to it, cuts right through to my heart. The third category is track 9, Jealousy, Jealousy. Pure anger, just straight up green-eyed jealousy is what this track embodies. Like, it is, wow. Like, it's unthinkable how jealous a person can be until you hear Jealousy, Jealousy. But her vocals are absolutely gut-wrenching. It feels like she's twisting the knife in her own gut. Like, it feels like every single time she's stabbing herself to pour more and more out. Like, oh, it's absolutely brutal, pun intended. But you're not there yet. Calm down. But there's also some sort of echo that Dan put on the track. I don't know what, but it just puts a massive, bold, highlighted, triple underline on the emotions that she's pouring out into every single bar of this track. And then the bridge blows the end of the song wide open. She just does not stop. Like, all your friends are so cool, you go out every day. She goes on and on and on and on. There was this one class I was in where we were watching a series because, the teachers don't care about it. It was like life orientation or health class or whatever the hell you guys call it. And we were watching a series about, like, a documentary about teenagers and stuff. And the intro to that was Jealousy, Jealousy. And I was in my class being like, I was singing along. And everyone was looking at me. I'm like, bro, it's Jealousy, Jealousy. Are you not hearing this? Yeah, no, they thought I was crazy, but I am crazy, so it's fine. Okay, now we start with the top half of this album. Number 6, Brutal. Oh my soul, where do I even start? Where? The first time I heard this song, that beat drop absolutely snatched my soul. It's just like a little violin or whatever, then she just starts, like, throwing the kitchen sink at it. There are a few things you can be certain of in life. One of them is that if you give Olivia Rodrigo an electrical guitar, you are not going to be coming out of there with your sanity intact. And she will give you an absolute scream of a song. I didn't even know. It's like 2 minutes and 20 seconds, but it's the best 2 minutes and 20 seconds of your entire life. Like, this is where her rock stuff started. And then you get Guts with Ballad of Homeschool Girl, All American, Bad Idea, right? But it all just comes from whatever the hell she was on when she made this song. The first song on the album, I'm here thinking, okay, this is gonna be a nice chill album, like Driver's License. Maybe a little bit of Good For You, like some more upbeat songs, because there's only 2 songs I heard at the time. And then she just started, like, throwing rocks inside of my brain. Like, I mean, the verses are out of this world. It's just so unbelievably easy to get stuck in your head, like, da 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 na 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 na. Especially that guitar, like, it's ridiculous. And like, when she, at the start, it's like, I want to be like Messi, and like, girl, you freaking succeeded. This feels like, I don't even know, it just feels insane. Like, you freaking succeeded. Okay, now we get to the category named after my favorite Olivia Rodrigo song, I Might Drop Dead. Well, I'm gonna do this one at once, because this is where I'm gonna tell you my story of listening to South for the first time. Because these were the 2 songs that I've heard at the time, Good For You and Driver's License. The 2 humongous hits from this album. This is, like, what? I think Driver's License has like 2.7 billion streams or something like that. It's ridiculous. But let's start. This is gonna be a little bit of a long story. I'll put a timestamp. I don't think I have to say much about the songs themselves, so I'm just gonna tell the story. Yeah, but if you want to, I'll put a timestamp on the screen right now if you want to skip past my little yap sesh. But I was in a grade, the end of grade 5, like the same holiday, grade 5. I am at a sleepover with someone who I honestly hate, but I'm not gonna go into it, and someone else. But this someone else, he was like a cool kid, you know. He was into all the TikTok and the, arcade, the Attack on Titan. Like there was like 2020, okay, like all of that. He was the it guy, and then we just started playing video games and like listening to music, and he puts on Driver's License. I'm like, what is this? Like this sounds really good. What is going on? Like, oh, it's called Driver's License by Olivia Rodrigo. And like the whole night, we just stopped playing Driver's License, and then Good For You comes up. I'm like, what in the name of the earth is being shot through my ears? And you say, oh, it's Good For You by Olivia Rodrigo. And we literally keep listening to music the whole night. And I'm like, something's like switch turned in my brain. I'm like, Good For You, Driver's License. What? And then randomly, I just started shouting out, while Good For You was playing, like, screw that, screw you. Like, the lyrics just start coming out. I'm like, this is amazing. Is this music? Like, cause at the time, it was just like, like, when my parents just start playing music, they play their music, like Tupac, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, this is just like music. This is just something you put on. Cool. It's like kind of just there. But no. Music is a lifestyle, honestly. Driver's License and Good For You. They opened my eyes to something I didn't even know. Like, wow. Then, about 5 months later, after me like playing these songs on YouTube, I knew nothing about the fact there was an album or how artists release music or music videos or how anything works. I just like knew these two things that exist. Good For You and Driver's License, and they were like in my brain. And everything I just whenever I had YouTube, the first thing I did was go to Driver's License or Good For You and play them. Because I didn't actually have Wi-Fi at the time. So whenever I had a chance, I would just Driver's License Good For You, cool. But then a couple months later, there was a big tour at my school where we drive for like 14 hours to a different part of the country. And my mom was like, dude, what are you gonna do on a bus for 14 hours? Going to go play like a rugby game? Like, I don't know, I'll read a book, something like that. What's that artist that you really like? I'm like, what? So that music you really like? Like, Olivia Rodrigo. And she's like, I have an idea. Now, she bought me like a little iPod, but it's like from the 5 rand store, so it's a very low quality. It's like an Angry Birds. It was an Angry Bird with an SD card and a headphone jack. And she said like, I'm gonna download you the album that the stuff is from. I was like, what is an album? He's like, oh, it's like the whole collection of songs from this artist from that period. I'm like, what? Like, what are you saying? Huh? That's a thing? I said, yeah. And then she downloads it very illegally, but that's not important. Of course, it was. She downloaded it on an SD card. And then when I get on the bus, I'm gonna stand up because I've been sitting for way too long. But get on the bus, and I like put in these earphones that she bought me. I plugged into my little Angry Birds music player, and I click play. And then the only thing that was on that thing for 14 hours was this entire album by this artist that I know, Olivia Rodrigo. Like, there's 8 songs on here. I've heard Traitor by this point as well. After my mom told, I'll explain in a second. Like, there's 8 new songs on here from this girl who is just incredible. And then I stopped playing. Brutal. I just told you about that beat drop. I like jumped out of my seat. And then Traitor, which I've heard already, it was with earphones in, I was levitating out of the ceiling. I could not believe it, what I was listening to. And one step forward, three steps back. She even downloaded the version with the curse words. You know how cool that was for a 12-year-old? I got to listen to swear words in music. And then the one step forward, three steps back. Like, called you on the phone today. I was like, oh, this is so sweet. Like, got me effed up in the head. Got me effed up in the head. Like, oh, damn, okay. And then the one step forward, three steps back starts playing. A driver's license, good for you. It just feels so different now. I'm starting to forget the track order now, but what was it? I don't know. I think it's like good for you. Driver's license, jealousy, jealousy. I was on a different planet. Deja vu. Favorite crime. I didn't actually like favorite crime. I skipped favorite crime every single time that playlist looped. And hope you're okay. Broke me into pieces, man. And I kept looping this over and over again. And then a couple years later, Gotch was announced. I was like, holy crap, it's happening again. And that is 4 years ago to this month. It was in May of 2022. For 14 hours there and 14 hours back, I looped Sour over and over and over and over again. That was one of the best experiences of my life. This album means so much to me. It is what made me fall in love with music to the point where I have an entire wall full of posters. I'm in the top 0.009% of Gracie Abrams listeners worldwide. I love music more than I can explain, and I have Olivia Rodrigo to thank for that. And honestly, that random guy as well. He's still in my class, but he's a bit of a he's lost the plot a bit. But that is Driver's License and Good for You. These were the two songs that introduced me to music, and I will forever be grateful for that. And these two songs are absolutely epic. Now we get into the top 3 songs of this album. Traitor, Happier, and Hope You're Okay. Number 3 is track 2, Traitor. Now, when my mom was telling me about Olivia Rodrigo, this album that she has is called Sour, I'm gonna download it for you. I was like, wait, what? There's more? And then I went onto YouTube whenever, like, the next chance I could, and I started playing Good For You and Driver's License, and I saw it, and then went down, and started scrolling a bit, like, what is this? It's a Traitor music video. Like, what the hell is this? And then I clicked on it. Next song I played was Traitor. And when I tell you, like, like a couple of days before that, I saw a short about how it said, like, Traitor and how some fans, like, considered it her best piece of work. I'm like, how's that true? I've just heard Driver's License. There's no going past this. I was wrong. I was damn wrong. I clicked on the video, the music video for Traitor, and I was blown away. I was simply blown away. That melody at the start, the freaking guitar, like, I mean, damn. I'm speechless at the thought of this song. I'm sorry, I can't speak anymore. But objectively, I think Traitor is the best song on this album. Like, my days. In terms of quality, it is one of her top songs. This song, it does something to you, man. The words brown guilty eyes are forever imprinted onto my soul. And I mean that. My word. It has one of the best choruses I have ever heard, and the backing vocals are, I don't even know, the backing vocals are transcendental. I'm speechless. I'm not even going to start talking about her vocals. But Traitor is a generational song. I'm showing this to my kids the second that they are old enough to understand words. This is what music is. Traitor is a generational song. Okay, moving on. Number 2, Happier by Olivia Rodrigo. Holy crap, where do I even begin? For a long time, this was simply my favorite song, just ever. After that tour, Happier was the only thing playing on my head. I loved Happier so much. I made it my ringtone and everything. It's another song she wrote by herself. I think she was on the set of High School Musical the series, where in between takes she would start writing that. Like, yeah, I mean, Josh is right there. Of course, you could write a song about it. I'm joking, but my word, Happier. My brain's breaking. It is so incredibly vulnerable. Like, it's complex, bittersweet, and so emotive that it flips something in my brain whenever I listen to it. It alters my brain chemistry. The way her vocals stand out, and the guitar, the brilliant, and when I mean brilliant, I mean the brilliant flow of the lyrics. Like, na 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 na. It feels like a nursery rhyme, but on steroids. I don't even, and, oh, and that dun 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 of the first chorus where she said, now that it flows so perfectly into that pissed off. I'm about to start having a fit, but that pissed off second verse, it's so angry, and it's honestly one of my favorite verses ever. It's so good. It The lyrics, they are so sharp that every single word feels like a gunshot, pushing you back further and further, drawing deeper cuts, and then the mention of butterflies at the end of the verse, which is obviously now a very iconic Olivia Rodrigo thing. Butterflies. Now, hope you're okay as well. It, then the sort of double chorus that flows. I wish you all the best, really, and then it flows into the bridge, which like also feels like you're being like held in one direction and being hit in the other direction at the same time, like breaking your spine and flipping you over. And then after all of that, you've just been emotionally traumatized and beat up. The voice of an angel comes in as the song starts running. Ooh, ooh. Like, it just feels like some sort of swooping, winding melody that comes, picks you up, and like flings you out the window, and then pulls you back in and throws you out again. I can't believe that Happier is a real song. Okay, we are at the end of the video. Almost. I've been recording for half an hour. I still have to edit this and get it up, and I still have to go play chess today. But I can't explain to you how little all of that matters when I think of Hope You're Okay, my favorite song on Sour, and one of my top 3 favorite Olivia Rodrigo songs. But the first song that ever made me cry was Hope You're Okay by Olivia Rodrigo. On that bus full of my entire class, the entire school actually, I was sitting there at the window, bawling my eyes out when I heard Hope You're Okay for the first time. It's such a brilliant song. I don't even know where to begin. Oh, man. Like, the window was cold. I remember leaning my head against it and just hearing this, her talking through these people's trauma. It feels like folklore, actually, kind of. The way she's telling their stories and how bad she feels about it, and that she can't do anything. And there is nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing, that hurts more than being able, than having someone to think about when you listen to their song. And I mean that. And for both verses, there is someone I can think of that fits that like almost perfect. And I hate that. I hate that my friends that I know experience stuff like this, and all I can do is hope that they're okay. I'm gonna try not to start crying here, but I love this song so much, man. Like, care more about the Bible than being good to their own child. That is one of the best lines I've ever heard in any song. And oh, the intro. Like, I don't think I've ever heard a song with verses that flow better than this. Like, knew a boy once when I was small, a tall head blonde with eyes of salt. Like, and the lyricism, like, what? I've learned Oh, I'm starting to speak through the song. It's just so brilliant. This is the last track on the album. I think it's the least streamed track on the album as well. But oh my soul, man. I'm never gonna get over this song and how it makes me feel. And the bridge is one of my favorite ever. Address the letters to the holes in my butterfly wings. To me, that means like give your problems and your pain to me. I can take it. Give it to me, because that is how I feel as well. Like whenever my friends come talk to me about how like catastrophic some of the things going on, like just like please, I can handle it. Please just give it to me. I don't want you to feel like this. Like put the holes in my butterfly wings. I can like and I'm struggling to speak, man. I'm gonna cry. But nothing's forever, nothing's as good as it seems. And when the clouds won't iron out and the monsters creep into your house and every door is hard to close, just know how proud I am you were created with the courage to unlearn all of that. And like I'm so proud of my friends and what they've overcome already. And I wish I could do more for them, but I literally every time I try to do something, it doesn't help. And that hurts me like in turn that hurts so much. Like I love you, and I hope I there's not a single ending to a song that hits as hard as I love you, and I hope that you're okay. I'm gonna stop there, but please go listen to the song yourself. It has altered my life. Like I cried. This is for a long time. This is the only thing that could make me cry was "Hope You're Okay" by Olivia Rodrigo. But please leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this. And please, I would love to hear some of your opinions about these songs. And any recommendations for albums that I should tier list next, because I love making these tier list videos. It's so fun. I have a book where I write everything in for these videos, and I love it so much. Like music is the best thing in my life. Music is have you guys heard the Book of Love by I can't remember who wrote it, but Olivia Rodrigo sings it. It says the Book of Love has music in it. In fact, it's where music comes from. That is one of my favorite lyrics. Just it's so good because it's so true. The way music is able to express emotions and heal people is honestly surreal. But thank you so much for watching this far. If you have, please leave a like and subscribe. And I want to hear whatever you have to say about these songs, because these songs mean so much to me. And let's go celebrate Sour's 5th anniversary. And let's try getting every single one of these songs to 1 billion streams. Sour will become the first album to have every single song surpass 1 billion streams. And that's the single most ridiculous feat in music history. It already is the first female solo album to have over 10 billion or something like that. Alright. One of the songs is Hope You're Okay. It's One Step Forward, Three Steps Back, and Enough for You. Those are the only songs, I think, that don't have a billion streams. But I love you guys so much. Thank you for listening to me and what this album means to me. I love you guys. Goodbye. Thank you for watching. And stream The Cure when it comes out tomorrow. I'm so excited. Love y'all.